Hello, hello. How is everybody? This is Lisa, aka Diamonds and Stitches, and man, I know it's been a while, you guys. I haven't been on since my last whip update. Yeah, it's been a while, you guys. I am so sorry. I've been MIA and I haven't been doing any diamond painting. I haven't anything. I apologize. Work has been crazy and we're now done quarter end, but we have a new client and onboarding and it's just been crazy. So I have not had a lot of personal time to do anything, not even my stitching, which I'm a little depressed about as well. I actually am doing more of that than this, obviously, but yeah, you guys, I've missed you. Hopefully you've missed me too. But I am on tonight because it is my Wednesday Seahawks collaboration with Jené over at the review. I love that girl. She keeps me on my toes because honestly, I am not as fast as I should be. And unfortunately, since the last time we were together, I haven't done anything on this painting either. It's been sitting down here in the family room. And I'm going to tell you honestly, I'm so ticked about these drills. Oh, just a second. Sorry about that. So yeah, no, I'm so unhappy about these popping drills, you guys. I fixed everything and they're still, I mean, these ones are practically out. They're hanging on by I don't even know what. Well, that one just popped out. So anyways, super not thrilled. But yeah, no, I have not done very much since my last update. In fact, anything. So yeah, sad, I know, you guys, but I've missed you. And I'm going to get back into this because, you know, I have some Christmas gifts that I've got to get done. And yeah, so let's get into this. Here is my whip. Really hasn't changed from the last time, you guys. But let's get maybe some of this blue up in here done. Let's see, can you guys even see that? Maybe let's move you a little. There we go. Yeah, so we're gonna do that. Maybe find a pen. You guys, I feel almost discombobulated. All right, just a second. Okay, you guys, I'm so excited. I found my Seahawks pen. Oh my gosh. Seriously, it's been a month. So let's do a little recap because I think that this is like video 9 or 10 for this whip. And I'm sorry, collaboration. And so Jené had reached out to me because she is a big Seahawks fan, as am I, and she found out because I had done a couple of unboxing videos on my 2 Seahawks pieces. And one is a round and one is this one, the squares. And they're almost the same size. This one is 40 by 40, I believe, and the other one is 30 by 40. Well, it went so much faster, you guys, and it was rounds. And of course, I bought it from a different store on AliExpress. And rounds do go faster. anyways. Squares are they take a little bit longer to do. But so yeah, so she reached out to me, and then we found out how much we have in common with each other by our tags and emailing back and forth. And Jené, she's so sweet, you guys. Go check out her collab videos, as well as all of her other videos. She does reviews and she does whip and chats, and she does all sorts of she does unboxings. She did some cute parody skits with her husband, which are funny as hell. And you know, honestly, she's just really sweet. So please go check her out. All the information will be down in my description box below, so you can go check that out. But tonight we have a random tag, and I believe it's 20 questions. So we'll do that while we do our whip and chat on the collabs Seahawks piece. And by the way, Seahawks did awesome this week. It was a nail biter of a game on Sunday, not gonna lie. And, you know, I don't know what our boys do sometimes. I really don't, but we went into overtime. We pulled it out in overtime, thankfully, because we got the ball first. And I don't know what would have happened if we didn't get the ball first, but we did. So thankfully, we were able to pull it out and go in for the win, because the prior week was not as good. And the upcoming week against the 49ers is going to be, I mean, they are the only team in the league that has no losses. So the 49ers are really kind of rocking this year. However, if you're a 49ers fan, please know that you guys have had some pretty easy teams. And now you're coming up against my Hawks. So game on. Okay, you guys. So grab your whip, whatever you're working on, your craft, whatever you're working on. Grab your drink tonight. I actually have like a mocha tonight. I know it's late, but you know what? I'm still gonna do it. So yeah, let's get into that. Let me turn on my light pad. Oh, I don't even know what color I'm doing. My goodness, you guys. Really, I feel like I don't even know how to diamond paint. It's been so long. Number 2. I'm working on number 2. Okay. Let me get some drills going. And then, yeah, and you know, I didn't do a shout out Sunday this week, because honestly, you guys, I can't do a shout out if I haven't been able to watch videos, and I haven't been able to watch videos. So I can't do a shout out because I haven't watched anybody. Isn't that awful? So I will be doing them again, don't worry. But yeah, I wasn't able to do one this last Sunday, and probably not this Sunday because it's just busy. And I think I told you guys last Sunday that you know, this week, the prior weekend was going to be kind of busy because my son's car, and all's well, thankfully. Sean was able to fix it, and the boys were out there doing their thing, and so it is drivable again, thank goodness. No new used car was needed, and thank goodness, because Mom was really sweating, you know, how much that was going to cost. So so that's, you know, one of the reasons why I wasn't able to get any videos up for the weekend, as well as, again, I haven't been able to watch anybody, and I do like to, when I'm going to do my shout outs, I watch you guys and I subscribe. So I want to put out, you know, good content. So yeah. All right. So let's get into the questions that we have tonight and get going here. Okay. Number 1, what would be the theme song of your life? Is there a theme song called Chaos and Procrastination? Like seriously, I live in constant chaos. I really do. And I procrastinate. And I'm a horrible procrastinator, but that's when I get my best work done. Like, honestly, it's when I get my best work done. So, yeah, there should be a theme song called Chaos and Procrastination. Number 2, what has been your favorite memory this year? Oh my gosh, you guys, I don't know that I have a favorite memory. There's so many. And okay, I'm gonna be honest, I swear that my short-term memory is like gone. Like, I really do. I don't remember what I discussed even with my granddaughter this morning, and my kids will look at me sometimes like I'm crazy, because they're like, we had this conversation with you, and I'm adamant we haven't. Like, I don't remember it at all. So God, My favorite memory. I mean, I have lots of memories, but a favorite one for this year. Oh my goodness, you guys. That's horrible. That is horrible. I can't think of one. I honestly can't. Like, it's completely flown out the brain. It's gone. It's gone. I know you guys will understand. It's totally gone. Okay, number 3. What is the craziest, most daring thing you've ever done? Ooh. What is the most craziest, daring thing I've ever done? Okay, well, this is horrible. This is awful. So back in the day, I was a swimmer, and our high school team made it to some kind of like district, something. Anyways, we were in a hotel. We got put up in a hotel, and it was also like we decided to make it kind of a party thing. And so the hotel that we were at, a really nice hotel, they had balconies that overlooked the pool. It was an indoor pool, and they had it kind of like it was this oasis, kind of like they had trees all around it, and then they had the pool, right? And somebody, well, okay, let's be honest, we were also drinking because we were stupid, and somebody had the bright idea that we should jump off the balcony into the pool below. And so there was a group of us that decided that, yeah, that would be a very smart idea, clearly. And, you know, now as an adult, I look back and I'm like, oh my goodness sakes, could have broken something, paralyzed yourself, like all kinds of things, because I think were we second balcony? Yeah, we were second. We were 2 floors up, and, or maybe even 3 floors up. I think it was 2 floors up, and that was pretty high because, okay, well, I guess it technically would have been 3 floors. So, because there was the main mezzanine, and then there was like another tier, and then they started the rooms. So I guess we would have been 3 floors up, and but we were second. There was a balcony below us. Yep. So we got the bright idea that we should do that as a stunt. And thankfully, all of us hit the water, so that was good. And nobody got paralyzed, so also good. But yeah, I think that's probably, okay, well, that's the only one I'm going to admit to. Craziest thing I've ever done. I've done some other really crazy, actually stupid things, but I'm not going to admit to those. So, all right. What talents do you possess that not a lot of people know? I don't know that I possess any big talents. Like I'm a good shower singer. Most people would not know that because they're not in my shower. But yeah, other than that, I don't honestly possess any talent, quite honestly. And certainly not anything that nobody would know. So yeah, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Which TV sitcom would you star in? Oh man, there's so many. There are so many. I could be in Last Man Standing. I could be in Roseanne. I could even be in the Golden Girls, you guys. Oh yeah, with the sarcasm and the funny stories and the ditziness, and oh, I would so be in the Golden Girls. Yeah. What else could I honestly could star in a lot of sitcoms. Yeah, because, oh, dang, my life is crazy. But I'm going to go with Golden Girls because that by far, that is I love that show. I love that show. I sit and binge watch that show. I love it. Which character would you be if you were in that sitcom? Ooh, that would be a toss-up between Dorothy or Rose, which are so opposite ends of the spectrum. Dorothy, because yeah, I think everybody's a dumbass most of the time. And sarcasm, proves it. But then, I can be so ditzy like Rose sometimes too. And I'm like, and I have stories that I apparently keep telling people, mostly my children, because they're like, you told us that one already. Thankfully, Sean doesn't ever do that to me. It's like he's heard it for the first time. Maybe he's demented like I do. Or short-term memory loss, and he doesn't remember me telling him. So maybe for him, he really is the first time, or he's so infatuated. This is the story I'm going with. He's so infatuated by me telling it again that, it's all brand new. Like, I'm awesome. But yeah, so I could be a toss-up between Dorothy or Rose, honestly. Yeah. Okay, number 7. If you could play a scene in a movie, what would it be and which character would you play? Ooh. Which character would you be? Oh, if you could play a scene in a movie, what would it be and which character would you play? Well, I like comedies. I really like comedies. And so, it would have to be like something kind of funny. But I also like sappy. So you guys, I'm thinking in my head. I don't know. That is very hard. I think it would just be a comedy. Like I would want to star in a comedy or, play. What the heck was the question again? Good Lord. I'm serious. This is just sad. Okay, password. Okay, that wasn't it. Just hang on, guys. Whew, pause, brief moment. Oh my goodness, I'm really having issues. Okay, it was, if you could play a scene in a movie, what would it be and what character would you play? Well, I would play, one of the funny roles, obviously, and the scene, I don't know what kind of scene it would be, but it would be like a comedy, just something funny and absolutely laughable, and probably at my own expense. Totally. Number 8. Oh man, okay. If you could make a difference in the world, what would you be known for? Yikes. If I could make a difference in the world, it would have something to do with the ecosystem, honestly. Like the amount of crap that is in our water is amazing. And so if I could find a way to negate that, I would really, yeah, I want to be known for like basically saving the sea life, because they're not, our system is not doing well. So for me to save the dolphins and the whales and the fishies and the octopus and even the gross fish that look real ugly, I just prefer to think of everything in the water as from Little Mermaid. That's what even the eels, I would even save the eels. So yeah, I would want to be known for like basically saving, the water and what lives in the water. That's actually pretty important to me. Okay, number 9. What do you like being complimented on? Okay, I honestly don't love compliments. Okay, let me back up. It's not that I don't love compliments. I am honestly really, really shy. And most of the time, when people compliment me on things, I wonder why. Like, yeah, so I like being recognized for doing a good job when I truly do a good job. Like when I feel like I've done a good job and other people recognize that, I do like that. But you know, like and kind of my cooking. I kind of like to be complimented on my cooking. Yeah, and okay, and my art. Like when I do cross stitch or, you know, these diamond paintings and stuff, and somebody compliments me on like how good, you know, they are. But for the most part, yeah, I don't like being the center of attention. And so, for me, it's very hard for me to accept a compliment. I'm very good at giving them to people, but I have a really hard time getting them back. So I know, weird and weird. Number 10, describe your partner in 3 words. Oh, only 3 words. Kind, loving. He's very loving, and accepting. He is taken on my crazy life, my crazy chaotic life. He accepts my kids, you know, he accepts me for who I am. And he just, like, no matter what I do, even if I'm mad at him, he doesn't even think I'm mad at him. He just loves me through. He's just so sweet. He's so sweet. Okay, number 11. How would your friends describe you? I think that they may call me, how would they describe me? Probably as a loyal friend, but an absent friend. Like I am not, and a funny friend. Like, okay, they would describe me as loyal and funny, but absent. I'm not one to reach out a lot to people, you know, and this is like seriously one of my failings. I don't, like, my days get so chaotic, and I'm not a phone texter, you know, on the phone, or a texter, a great texter. And I will text if you text me, but I won't purposely set out to text. And so here's the other thing. I'm not a morning person, and a lot of my friends are morning people, and they get up way earlier than me. My little doesn't even start school until 9:15. So we don't get up until about 8 o'clock. And from 8 o'clock to 9:15, it is all about getting her and me ready for work and school. So, you know, I'm not on my phone. And then, you know, then I'm driving into work, and then I'm at work. And so then, you know, like the day goes by, and then I'm coming home. And then when I get home, I'm with the little and my daughter and my sons, and, you know, dinner or with Sean. And then like the day is gone, and I look down at my watch, and I'm like, 10 o'clock already? How did that happen? So I'm not super good at, you know, stopping and saying, oh, it's, you know, I haven't talked to so-and-so for a really long time. I should reach out and see how they're doing. I'm really bad about that. And so I need friends around me who actually make the effort because I clearly can't. Like, and it's not that I don't care. I do. I just don't, I don't sit and think, oh, I should, you know, give this person a call when I'm driving home. 9 times out of 10, I'm on the phone with either my daughter or Sean. And I don't, you know, even my mom, you know, like I don't talk to her on a weekly basis. And there will be weeks that go by, and I'm like, when's the last time I talked to my mom? Like, I'm really bad at it. And so I think that some of my friends have fallen off because they've made the effort and I have not reciprocated. And yeah, so yeah, I think that they would describe me as loyal. Like if they called and said, hey, I need you right now, I would be there. I would legit be there. I would drop everything and be there. And I have done so many times. But on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, I am horrible about keeping in contact. So, what were we on? Sorry, guys. Number 12. What is your favorite quote? I have a few favorite quotes, but one of my favorite quotes actually is by Maya Angelou. And it's, if you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude. And I try really hard to kind of live by that, and a few others that she has. But I really like that quote because to me, like, there's no point in whining and complaining about something that you don't like and you're not willing to change. Change the circumstance, change it, change yourself, change something, right? And for me, like, there's just no point. You know, you can rail against the gods all you want, but it doesn't change anything. So you either, you know, have to change your thinking, change your perspective, change your circumstance, whatever that is, you know. And so, yeah, for me, I try to live by that. And trying to get my boyfriend to live by that too. So, that's, yeah. I try glass half full, you know, and if it's on half empty, I need to examine why, you know, and change my thinking again to be half full. So, okay. Number 13, if you could travel to one of the planets, which planet would you go to? Oh, the one with like water and air. One that's sustainable, that, you know, I would be able to like not shrink. And the one that would like let me lose weight. Like I would be, well, I'd be weightless on whatever. Would I be weightless on every planet? You know, I don't know. I'm not good about this stuff, you guys. Science, I did explain in something earlier, I'm pretty sure, that science was not my gift. So, yeah, but okay, whatever planet has water, air, and I can be sustained, like, then there's food. Like, I would like food. Food's good. And no scary Martians. Thank you very much. Yeah. So I don't know what planet that is, but whatever planet that is, that's where I will go. Okay, number 14. What would you rather do? Perform in a circus or in an aquatic dance group? Oh, hands down, aquatic dance group. I actually used to do synchronized swimming back in the day. I used to teach it, and I coached one of the girls that went off to one of the Olympic teams. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, I love aquatics, and I love dancing. I can't dance on land, so I might as well dance in water because at least it looks a lot more graceful. Number 15, if a millionaire decides to fund your all expenses paid 1 week trip to anywhere, where would you go and what would you do? Dang. Oh, well, I've always wanted to go to Scotland, Ireland. Well, they're two places, Scotland and Ireland. I've always wanted to go there, so I think, and dang, 1 week is not enough, not to be greedy or anything, but I think that that's what I would want to do. And I would want to see, you know, and eat and drink my way across Ireland and Scotland for all it was worth. Like, seriously, for all it was worth. And stay in like the nicest places and see, yeah, it's been a dream of mine. So I would love if somebody would just gift me that. That would be my ideal, just my ideal. Yeah. I mean, and then second choice, somewhere warm, because let's face it, Scotland and Ireland are not going to be warm. So yeah. Okay. Number 16. What is the funniest thing someone has said to you? What is the funniest thing someone has said to me? Golly, again, I don't know. I don't know. What is the funniest thing somebody said to me? I mean, my granddaughter says funny things to me all the time, like this morning. Actually, she more is sarcastic. So this morning, I was singing with her. We were singing the Hot Girl Bummer song. If you know you have teenagers or young children, you know exactly what song I'm talking about. Well, maybe you do. It's a new song by the Black Bear Band. I don't know. Anyways, they sang this Hot Girl Bummer song. And we were singing the chorus this morning and everything. And I look at her and I'm like, hey, Grammy's pretty cool, huh? And she goes, just like that, you guys. Yeah, she thinks she's funny. I don't think she's funny. That's not funny. It's not funny. I'm cool. Whatever. So yeah, but she says funny stuff to me all the time. So, but I can't think of a funniest thing. At least not right at this moment. At midnight, I'll go, oh, I should have said that. Yeah. Okay, number 17. What would you like to do before your next birthday? Well, my next birthday is coming up in like, what, 5 months? So, what would I like to do before my next birthday? What would I like to do? I would actually really like to go on a retreat, like either a cruise or some kind of like just a relaxing retreat. You know, you guys, I haven't done like a vacation for a really long time, and I would like to go on vacation before my next birthday, even though I don't know how I will swing it, but that is something I would like to do before my next birthday. I don't know that it will happen though, but anyway, yeah. Okay, number 18 is really number 18 is kind of like a duplicate questions. What would you like to be known for? And I kind of answered that already with you know, cleaning up the water, oceans, and lakes, etc., so that our wonderful fishies were able to have a better place to live in, and that our ecosystem was, you know, basically flourishing instead of dying, which it kind of is. But and of course, the other thing that I would like to be known for is being a good mom. Like, you know, I would like to think that is the case. That would be good. Okay, number 19. What did you want to be when you grew up? Oh my gosh, you guys. I wanted to be so many things. When I was growing up, I wanted to be an author. I wanted to write books for girls, because honestly, at the time, when I was thinking about it, there weren't, okay, I don't remember that many books for girls. Like, there were books, don't get me wrong. Like, there was Nancy Drew, and if you're in the right age group, Cherry Ames. Does anybody remember the Cherry Ames books? The nurse, Cherry Ames. I loved her. But, you know, honestly, I don't remember like a lot of like true books for girls. There was just like a lot of generic books, right? And then there was like the boys. They had the Hardy Boys series and the dang it, I don't know. I just remember there being a lot of like books for boys. And maybe that's because I had boys when I started having children, and that's all I bought. Like, I just didn't really realize, even though I went to the library a lot when I was younger. So I wanted to be a librarian too, and write books. And because I loved the library. The library was my place. It was my happy place. It was my escape place. It was the place that I just felt the most comfortable. And one of the libraries that I went to, the librarians knew me very, very well. And there was a kids section upstairs, and they had like big beanbag chairs for you to sit in. And they had like all of these cozy rugs and pillows that you could throw around and that kind of thing. And the ladies knew when certain books came in by certain authors that I was, you know, they held them aside for me because they knew that I liked them and that I was going to be in. I was in once a week, and sometimes more, but once a week I brought in a stack of books and took a stack of books. And yeah, it was my happy place, you guys. I love the library. I love the smell of books. I love books themselves. I like the feel of the books. I like the atmosphere of a library. And it really, truly was my place to escape the ick of my life and what was going on when I was younger. And so yes, I wanted to be a librarian because, you know, that's where I felt cozy and happy and taken care of in this weird way, and to be an author. But then that didn't pan out. And so then when I got older, I really, like when I was going to high school, I really wanted to become an accountant. Like that seemed, I'm not good at math, like calculus and algebra and that kind of crap. But, you know, addition, I can take a row of numbers and can practically add them, you know, within a margin of error, without a calculator. And I just really liked balance sheets, and it's so organized, because everything else in my life is so chaotic that is so organized. And yes, it's a little boring, I know, but it's organized, and you know, numbers can only go one way. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you know, they're numbers. You know, 15 is 15. It's not 18. And so, like, it seemed like, and I really like it. Like, I like numbers. I like solving problems. I like finding the puzzle. I like, you know, finding out why this isn't working to this. And so, that's what I really wanted to do. But, I was not super great at school, and then I got married. Like, I moved in with my ex-husband when I was 18, and you know, we had bills to pay, and neither of us was going to school because we had bills. You know, we had rent and partying to do. And then we got married and had kids really young, and so or right away. And so, yeah, then there wasn't really time to go to school. And then he went to school while I worked full time, because we knew that his earning potential was going to be more than mine. And the cost of daycare is so outrageous and prohibitive that it just made more sense for me to stay at home eventually when he got the full-time job, which is how we decided to work it. And, you know, after having 4 children, there's no way you can put 4 kids in daycare and still survive unless you're making $1 million a year. And by then you're going to have a nanny. Well, we weren't making $1 million a year, and there wasn't any way that we were. And so, it was just easier for me to stay at home. And then when my fourth child was in first grade, you know, all my kids were in school full time, and I was thinking that I would really like to go back to school at that point and go and get my bachelor's degree. And my ex being an accountant was not something that he thought was a good career, and so I threw myself into PTA at that point and gained a lot of experience. Actually, I became treasurer, and so that's how much I really liked numbers and solving things. So, and then I also started doing like the math club and that kind of thing for the school. And so, yeah, in a roundabout way, I got to the numbers. And then when I went through a divorce, I was offered a job in an accounting firm as a part-time admin, really. And that role has kind of blossomed into, I don't do accounting per se, but I do payroll and very minor bookkeeping to help the other accountants out that we have. And so in a roundabout way, I have been able to kind of get to my dreams. But at this stage in my life, I would love to become an accountant, but not enough with the way that my life is, that I won't be going back to school in order to actually get a degree in accounting, just because of my work and home life balance. And hopefully in the next couple of years, my daughter will be giving me more squishy grandbabies. And you know, yeah, so the importance of that has kind of lessened as I've aged, because, you know, I'm not a spring chicken anymore. And I have, you know, 15, 20 years of work life left, and I get paid very well for the job that I do. So, and I'm very happy at it, and I gain a lot of experience. So in a roundabout way, I have kind of gotten to where I want to be in a weird roundabout way, if that made sense. All right, number 20. What is the most memorable experience you had when you were little? Oh, my goodness. Okay, well, I don't remember a lot of when I was young. There is one thing that I do remember a lot, and that is, we were living in Sherwood Park at the time, and there were not a lot of boys for my brother to play with who were around about his age, right? They were either a lot older or they were like my age. And my brother is like 19 months younger than me. And so he ended up having to hang out with me and my friends because my dad was gone a lot. During the week, he worked on the road 5 days. Well, he worked in the bush 5 days a week, and he was home on the weekends. And my mom, she got migraines a lot, and so my brother and I, you know, back in the day, you could play outside. You could go out at sun up to sundown, you know, and just came home basically for lunch and dinner. And so, you know, we kind of ran as a neighborhood. And, you know, back in the day, you weren't afraid to go into your neighbor's home, and you ate popsicles from the neighbor down the street out of their freezer in the garage. And, you know, it wasn't weird back then. It's weird now. And so I had, you know, for that part of it, my childhood was kind of fun, like the parts that I remember about that. But one of the things was, I have a big potty mouth, and I apparently had a potty mouth when I was younger too. And I must have said something naughty, and I don't even know what word it was, but I said something naughty, and my brother tattled on me. And so, and my dad was home. My mom goes on, or used to go on vacation 1 week or maybe 2 weeks out of the year. And then my dad would take his vacation off to watch us so that my mom could have a break, because she had us, 24/7. She didn't work outside the house, and we drove her crazy. She was an only child, and my brother and I, we were loud and rambunctious for an only child. And we were quite naughty. And and so, my mom got a break and went and did her own thing. Well, I found out that she used to come to Seattle, and she loves Seattle. I live in Seattle now, and my mom does not live here. So isn't that weird? But anyways, yeah, so she would go on vacation and my dad would look after us. He basically took over our care for the week, during the week that she was gone and he was on vacation. And my brother frickin' tattled on me, and my dad never heard me say it, but he got the hose, the garden hose, and some soap. It was probably Irish Spring, right? Yeah, the green stuff, Irish Spring. And he washed my mouth out, you guys, in front of my friends and my brother, on the hearsay of what my brother said, little rat. And, he's almost 50 years old and he's a rat. Goober. And, yeah, my dad washed my mouth out in front of all of my friends and told me that swearing was not for young ladies, and that, yeah, well, it didn't really work. I just got better at swearing when nobody could hear me, and then gave my brother the death glare. And I did really nasty things to him later on anyway, so it's all good. But that is one that I remember, like, it truly sticks out in my head. And my brother and I, we remembered exactly the same, so I know that it happened. But there's so much about my childhood that it has been lost in my memory, just because there's certain things that I block out. And I think that, traumas of childhood, you guys, traumas of childhood. Hopefully my children don't have those issues. Blocking their childhood out. I don't think so. But yeah, it is very hard for me to remember some of the things that when I was little, what would be memorable. But that is definitely one. My dad, and I still remember the taste of the soap and it bubbling out. And of course, then I started crying and sniveling. And yeah, and because I'm a redhead, I go bright red really easily and quite blotchy. And yeah, but on hearsay, you guys, yeah. I mean, when I punished my kids when they did something because their sister or brother tattled on them, I wouldn't, I mean, the punishment always had to fit the crime, but for the most part. But if I didn't actually witness it, I used to tell my kids that tattlers got into more trouble than the person who allegedly did the crime. Unless you were on fire or had broken something, then yeah. But my kids, yeah, tattling was, and probably because my brother tattled, little stinker. Yeah. All right, you guys. Well, that is it. And I'm going to go take this upstairs and I'm going to go and get some stuff done, because I think poor Jené is probably quite finished, or very, very close to a finish. I don't think she had much more to do. And so I'll have to get with her and see where she's at and if she's doing a post review here soon. And I still have half of this painting to do. So I am going to concentrate on getting that done this, a good portion of it done this week, so that see where she's at for next week. But please go check out the Jené at the review. She is really sweet. And she has great information on her unboxings and her reviews of items. And she's got some fantastic fantastic diamond paintings that she's worked on, and her whipping chats. They're awesome, you guys. So please go check her out. She's really sweet. And as for me, I am going to get this done. I have noticed that I'm still hanging in at 500. You guys have not left me, so that's really awesome. And I did receive my stuff in the mail the other day. So I think next week I'm going to start my 500 subscriber giveaway announcement when I can get some more videos up. So that's my plan. And then I'm working on Wolfie, the collab piece that I'm doing with Maritza, Ali, and Jessica. And I am so far behind, no surprise. And then I've got a couple of plans for the new year because I really need to get my butt into gear, you guys, and get these diamond paintings done. I have a table full of them underneath here, and then they are scattered all over the place, you guys. I have so many diamond paintings. So I have a plan for the new year. So maybe I have a plan in my head. We'll see if it works out. But so that's where I'm going, you guys. So I'm hoping that next week I will get the 500 subscriber giveaway announcement going, and you will see what I'm gonna do. I'm kind of excited about it. And then I am going to, probably not this weekend, but start back up the following weekend with the next weekend, sorry, with my subscriber shout outs, so I can get some more people in my queue started watching. And yeah, so that's it. So thank you so much for joining me and hanging in with me. And I know I did not get a whole lot done tonight, but working on it. And I'll be back in full force here pretty soon with some more whipping chats, you guys. So yeah, so I hope you all have a great evening, a wonderful, great rest to your week, and then happy Veterans Day come Monday. And a thank you to everyone who has served and, fought for us. So super grateful. So wear your poppies in remembrance, and as I will be. All right. I hope you all have a good one, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.